Hi, I'm David, one of the master technicians here at Vann Toyota. Have you ever wondered what the difference is between a gas model and a hybrid model? Well, we're here today to let you know. So one of the most important things about the hybrid vehicle is the battery itself. They do come with a 10-year, 150,000 mile warranty. That's great. Anything before that's covered. However, you don't really see them fail then. Normally they fail 20 years old or older. The cost is only about $2,500 on repair, which associated with the lower maintenance costs and the gas mileage you get out of the vehicle, definitely a better way to go. One of the next things that we wanted to get to is the hybrid transmission. It's one of the other components that there's a lot of confusion about. It's considered a CVT because it doesn't actually change gear ratios in order to get you from the lower speeds to the higher highway speeds. The way a CVT works is it uses a steel belt with two pulleys that change in diameter. This technically doesn't use that same setup. How a hybrid transmission works is it actually has two electric motors that are brushless, which means there's no friction inside, it'll last forever, and there's no real wear and tear on the unit. I've been here 10 years. I've only replaced two, this being one of them, and not because it failed, but because of an accident where it actually has a hole in the bottom. That's the only reason it had to be replaced. Other than that, no other transmission has ever been put in here as far as a failed component on a hybrid vehicle. One of the other things about the hybrid vehicle is the brakes. On a gas model, you're doing your brakes every 30 to 60,000 miles. Hybrid vehicle, you're doing it actually every 150 to 200,000 miles. That also means that you're having less wear and tear on the pads and the rotors. The rotors are less likely to warp due to regen braking, where the transmission actually helps slow the vehicle down instead of using the brakes all the time. So that means that you get longer life out of the brakes and less maintenance costs because you're not having to change them out. One of the other benefits of owning a hybrid versus a gas model, on the hybrid model, you don't have a starter, you don't have an alternator, and you don't have a drive belt. And you also don't have the internals of a regular transmission. If you've ever owned a vehicle that has a regular transmission, you have a solenoid go out, a clutch pack go out, and the whole transmission just has to be replaced. That's not the case with the hybrids. The internals of that is just two brushless motors that just continuously move with no real wear. The other thing I just wanted to show is on a gas model, our alternator sits here, our drive belt, and then our starter sits over behind everything else. On the hybrid, because the transmission takes care of all that other stuff, you don't have an alternator in the way. You can easily access the water pump down there if you ever needed to, which is electric. And then there's no starter because the engine will cut off and be cut back on by that transmission. One of those motor generators actually turns the engine back over so it can restart. So that concludes everything I have to say today. If you have any other questions or anything about hybrid or gas models, feel free to leave us a comment and we'll get back to you.